And welcome back to Let's Play Devil Survivor Overclocked. Last time, we saved Haru from an untimely demise, so good on us, eh? Good on us. Off-screen, I did a quick fusion, that Kikimura that I bought from the Devil Auction. I noticed I could fuse it up with a Pixie to get us a new demon we got access to at the end of the last video, Gagason. Now, as you can see, Gagason has pretty balanced stats. He's not super great, but if we level him up, he'll get the very powerful Elect Dance skill. The more interesting thing about him is that he is a Fallen-type demon, and he has the Sacrifice skill, so let's just take a look at that. As you can see, if he gets a kill, he'll restore HP and MP to the entire team. This is our very first access to an actual way to restore MP and give us greater sustain if we can feed kills to Gagason, or just have him secure ones via Elect Dance, so pretty useful thing to have at this point. We will be getting better options down the line, including at level 14 we'll get a far less conditional one, but this is the earliest we can actually get a form of sustain beyond just slapping mana bonus onto our teammates and actually getting more MP to cast. So with that all established, let's go around the area and just see what there is to see. People are wandering around away from the station in order to avoid the poisonous gas. You know, I'm not sure what to make of that poisonous gas story. That seems a little too convenient. But Jin is hanging out here, so let's give him a quick chat. You see Jin in a residential area, a short distance from Shinagawa Station, alone. He seems to be standing before a Shomonkai facility.
Oh, it's you kids. Don't scare me like that. Why am I here? Oh, no real reason. Just taking a walk.
Jin left.
Judging by the look on his face, he had to be here for a reason. Why here, though?
Wonder if Jin has some sort of connection or apprehensions about the Shomonkai. Now, we could watch Yuzu's scene, but just on the off chance that another scene happens to populate at 1830, we're actually going to do the Aoyama battle right now. Now, I'll tell you this ahead of time. Every day in Devil Survivor Overclocked, save for the final one, well, actually the 7th and 8th days, all end at 1900 hours. So when you're closing in on 1900 hours, that's when the day is about to end. So that's just something to keep in mind. We're going to do the cemetery battle right now, like I said, just in case any other scenes populate. Otherwise, we have enough time to do everything that there is left to do today. But let's just get this addressed and taken care of.
Hey, something's funny here.
Yeah, I can sense a bunch of them nearby.
Demons, huh? What should we do?
Dunno, but it's too late now. They're behind us, too. We've got no choice but to fight.
The air looks horrible over there. What is this feeling? It's awful. Was that a demon? Atsuro, look! A demon just came out of there!
I guess that's how there got to be so many of them all of a sudden. If we don't do something about that, they'll keep coming.
All right, let's deal with this. Can we remove the demon summoning points from those areas? What exactly is summoning them?
Yeah, maybe we can stop the demons from appearing.
All right, so we've got our first instance of enemy spawn points. These points, let me check this out here. These points on the map, always indicated by these orange squares, although there are certain battles in the game where enemies will respawn independent of these, but these squares are the most common you'll see. They will infinitely spawn out enemies until you walk over them and destroy the source, whatever that source may be. Now, if you're trying to go for the coveted challenge of getting no team leader deaths and no free battles in a single playthrough, these maps are very, very important, because these spawn points will infinitely spawn enemies until they are destroyed. Now, any map that has these spawn points and has enemies on them, the map will end once all the remaining enemies are defeated, regardless of whether or not you remove the spawn points. So that is something to keep in mind if you're going to farm these, but this is the only source of grinding you have access to on a playthrough where you're not doing free battles, and it's critical for doing so if you want to attempt that, so keep that in mind. I don't think it's actually possible to get the achievements for clearing the game without free battles and no team leader deaths in the same playthrough without doing this. Now, for my preparations, I'm actually going to take the time to examine the field, see what skills would be desirable to have for what I'm going to fight, and deploy my teammates accordingly, and I'm just going to cut that out when I actually go through the preparations phase, because it's not terribly interesting to see. I don't think anybody wants to see me just bumble around, manage my skills, and think about, okay, what do I actually want to bring here? So I'll cut ahead when I'm all set up to actually approach this map. Alright, I've got everybody set up, made some quick lineup changes. I swapped Kikimora onto Yuzu, and gave myself Gagason, because the way I'm going to approach this map, this is probably the most optimal way to deal it. Gagason will cover any elect weaknesses we come across, while I can cover all the Zan and fire weaknesses. And of course, Waira will be able to help out there. Having Kikimora on her side gives Yuzu some more coverage, and she has Zio and Ice Dance set for Elec and Ice coverage. So this should do us pretty good. With that all set up, let's deploy. I've got Atsuro set so that...
Isn't that a comp in the middle of the miasma?
And yes, Yuzu points out that, hey, that's a comp in there. I wonder how that got there. I can only think of one way that it could have gotten there, though. Well, we're going to have to save that for later. As always, you want to start up and use Devil Speed to get yourself into position. We're going to utilize Ice Dance to just completely decimate the starting enemy formation. The O-Guns don't have very high magic, so pretty much any non-fire magic you hit them with will deal really huge damage. So let's check out what we do here. I also set Mana bonus onto Yuzu, just so she has a little bit more discretional MP to use in the event that she comes close to running dry. Ah, that's unfortunate. But not a huge deal, ultimately, so let's use Bufu on this guy and just see, it's a war to see who goes first here, and we do want to use Zan there. Alright, so we were not able to completely destroy the enemy formation, but it's so heavily crippled at this point, it's not going to do anything against us. I will say that I am planning, as we progress through the game, to cut out battles more often, because not all of them are super interesting to see, and there's going to be plenty of times where I'm just not going to have anything to say about them, because they're all pretty samey, honestly. So that will be one of the editing decisions I make at various points in the game, but for right now, we'll probably be seeing most of the battles, and let me see here. We'll have Gagason and Waira take the one on the left flank. We're getting pretty close to being able to finish these guys off. I kind of wish I had Gagason attack the other one. We could have gotten some sustain out of that. Alright, so the way I'm going to approach this now is that we're going to have myself and Waira target the center one. Oh, right, Gagason doesn't have a turn. Oh, well, this will destroy the enemy formation anyway. Remember that if you defeat an enemy team by just destroying the leader before the other flanking minions are down, that will reduce the amount of experience and money you would have gotten from those positions normally. Also, we've got Atsuro in just the right position to pick up this comp and destroy it.
If we can just stop this comp.
The miasma disappeared.
All right, we did it! We've got to stop the other comp, too.
So yeah, that's why I placed Atsuro there. He'll be able to use Waira to get back into position, so now we're going to have a couple enemies come in to give us some problems, but fortunately, we're not in bad standings at all. We should be able to handle these guys, no problem. I'm going to have Yuzu and Waira target these guys on the sides, and hopefully deal some good damage to them. Maybe I should have had Waira do a physical attack on that guy. Oh, well, not a huge deal. Will Kikimora get to go first? Probably not, probably not. Remember, physical attacks can miss, so always use magic if you have the option. It's the more effective attack there. It's actually not the end of the world that guy survived that engage, because it kind of creates a barrier that the enemies cannot get through. And I'm just fine with him using Devotion there. Were there any skills that I forgot to crack here? Going through all these preparations, I didn't even bother to check that. Oh, Moshivu, you made a horrible, horrible mistake. This is not a team you're going to be able to actually succeed against. I'm actually going to have Gagason do a normal attack, just on the off chance that Moshivu gets damaged heavily enough that we can finish them off, and yes, we did. So there's our first proc of Sacrifice. As you can see, not huge sustain, but it's pretty decent. Now we can get Atsuro back into position and have him use Charm. Actually, no, he's just barely out of the range for Charm. Only a 3-range skill. Oh well, he's in position to contribute once he actually makes his way back up. And we've got Aggravate coming in from the Bilwis here. Alright, I'm thinking about what the most effective way to deal with this is. I'll have Kikimora take on the enemy Kikimora. And actually, yeah, I'll have both her and Wyra take on the enemy Kikimora. Not too concerned about the critical damage coming in. It's a little spicy, a little bit spicy. Couldn't deny that guy's extra turn. Couldn't pick up any extra turns either. So we're going to take some pretty heavy damage here. I might have to summon in... that's unfortunate. Yeah, Kikimora is very much a glass cannon at this point with low base HP and not particularly stellar vitality. But we're pretty much okay here. Ooh, that's frustrating. But we should be able to handle this no problem. Alright, what I'm going to do here is we're going to have Atsuro walk up and just use Charm on Yuzu, give her some restoration there, make sure Wyra doesn't get taken out in the process, and we'll let this Wyra run his attack. I tried to proc a Gagason Sacrifice there, but he just doesn't have the damage at this point in the game to consistently roll those, so little unfortunate. Every little bit of sacrifice I can get really helps in keeping my team going. So, yeah, as you can see, we've got a nice wall of enemies here. I'm just going to have Yuzu summon in a new demon to replace the fallen Kikimora. Let me see here. This Ogun should be pretty nice. He'll hit nice and hard with his physical attacks, and there's definitely worse we could have at our disposal at this point in the game. Alright, who do I want to take out here? I think we should be able to take this out. Not quite, but he's pretty close to dead at this point. But man, look at this wall of Bilwises. Likely we're going to have to deal with at least one respawn here. Let me see what this guy's got to deal with. Let me, trying to think about how I want to approach this. Let's go for Devil Speed here, and let's, see if we can't take this out in a way... I'm just trying to think of a way to actually proc the... sacrifice so we can keep going. It really isn't necessary, I just think it's fun to do. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna do it. Okay, no, just barely, just barely. Good stuff, good stuff. And a critical. Awesome. Alright. I think Agi, because my strength is so low, will probably do a little bit more damage than just a normal physical attack. These Bilwises are just, like, durable enough that your normal attacks against them really don't do great damage. Okay, level 13, giving us access to some new demons here. This is actually going to be the last point I put into agility for a little bit. I don't think I need any more than 10 agility for day 2. I don't think there's anything faster than that, so we can start pumping up vitality on the odd levels, and just move myself out of the way. Atsuro can finally get some combat in at this point. He's just been on comp disposal duty up until now. Get a much appreciated level up for Kijimana. Okay, and let's see who goes next. Giving another extension to that Bilwis there. Who's he gonna go for? Alright, makes sense to me. Let's dispatch the Kikimora, since I know I can take that one out. One thing to note about Harry Jack that I haven't really drawn any attention to, and jeez, he's getting good luck with that. That is so frustrating. Is that he is the first enemy we come across that has physical resistance, so pretty annoying thing to have to deal with at this point, and geez, just barely failed to finish those guys off. Probably gonna see Kijimana fall here, which is sad, but it is what it is. Unless the enemy decides to be stupid. Okay. Maybe I should have put a Leader Soul onto Atsuro. Most of the stuff we're dealing with at this point is single target, and he has more than enough vitality and HP to tank stuff for his squishier party members. Something to keep in mind until we get better stuff at our disposal. Alright, let me take this one out real quick. Alright, here comes the moment of truth. Will we be able to finish this battle before the comp miasma in the back spawns another demon? What is he gonna do? Okay, that's the perfect person for him to attack. You just made a horrible decision, my friend. We'll finish this guy off with no problems. Don't even have to worry about any enemies spawning in at this point. If you do want to abuse the respawning enemies, the thing to do is just leave one enemy, destroy their minions, and just lower them to death's door as best you can, and then let them futilely attack you while you farm the respawning enemies. Good stuff. Got some good levels for our Wyvers here.
This is it, huh? I think I'm actually getting the hang of this.
Let's collect the other comp later.
And yes, once you finish the battle properly, they'll just dispose of the comp, like responsible citizens. Awesome, we got another level up for Yuzu there. Nice to see that Yuzu is slowly getting the hang of things here.
Whew, all done. Now, how could demons have come out of a comp on their own?
What I want to know is, why is there a comp on the ground here?
Well, stands to reason that someone dropped it, but as to why they dropped it, well...
Yeah, probably so. Someone got their hands on an altered comp and fired it up, summoning the demons.
Huh? So whoever it was...
I'm guessing they're not with us anymore.
Oh, I guess the demons we summon come from somewhere, huh? You think there's a world of demons on the other side of the comp?
There's no telling what's on the other side, but anything's possible. This comp might come in handy later. We should take it with us.
Yeah, you're right. By the way, what's in those comps that lets them summon demons?
Oh, I figured that out. It turns out the demon summoning program is a client.
Client? Can you explain this in regular people words?
Ha! Same old yoo-hoo. Okay, let me explain this briefly. Programs come in two types: standalone software and networked software. The networked kind are made up of a host and a client. The host is just like it sounds. It's a program that runs on a server. The client, on the other hand, accesses the server to perform its functions.
Okay, I think I get it. Don't you understand, Yuzu?
I still don't get it. You're gonna have to explain this to me some more.
Sure. All the client does is send a request to the server and receive the results. The server does the actual processing, so even a low-end machine can handle the client.
So, basically, these comps don't actually do much. All the real work is done on the server, and the comp just uses the results from there?
Whoa, you got it! Well, that's pretty much the gist of it. It's a way to let a simple handheld device access very complex functions. The comp has good networking routines, so it can let the server handle the load.
Okay, I'm kind of getting it now. So where's this server thing?
No idea. And there's no way to look for it now either. If I could trace the packets, I might get a fix on it, but not with a normal PC. If we can get to the server though, we can monkey with the demon program all we want. In theory, we could summon and dismiss demons at will.
Sounds like fun, but we should probably focus on escape for right now. We're getting a little ahead of ourselves here, Atsuro.
Come on, why do you have to be so boring?
I think it's more important that we find a way out first.
Yeah, I know. Let's go.
For once, I'm on Yuzu's side. All the monkeying around we can do with the server, while it could be fun, it's not gonna mean much if we happen to die in the process. Alright, one last event for the day. No other events have spawned in. I was just double checking to make sure. Let's see what Yuzu has to say before we close this day out.
I'm going through withdrawal.
Atsuro, you sound like you're about to keel over. What's wrong?
It's internet withdrawal. A really bad case. I haven't logged on in days.
What? How can you even think about that now? Ugh, you're such a shut-in.
Laugh all you want.
Jeez. Speaking of the net, a girl in the class next to ours had her bike stolen. She made a pissed-off post about it on her blog, asking her readers for info. And what do you know? Some guy out there had seen the bike abandoned on the street. Pretty amazing, huh? Even a stranger might be a friend on the internet.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad idea. I mean, probably there was a more eloquent way she could have expressed the frustration, but I think it worked out pretty well for her, all things considered.
Totally. It's not bad knowing you have a network of people out there waiting to help.
A bike, huh? I could use a bike right now. We could just borrow one here.
Think again, Atsurong.
Aw.
I probably would be in Atsuro's mindset in this situation in real life, honestly. But that is our final event for the day. Also, Atsuro seems to be the prototype for the modern Redditor. Let's see what Atsuro and Yuzu have to say to close out the day.
The sun's already gone down, and we're no closer to a way out than this morning.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like the lockdown's lifting soon, and night's a bad time to fight. Let's hurry and find shelter. You guys have any friends in the Yamanote Circle?
I wish. The only person who actually lives in this area is Naoya.
Same here. All my best friends live outside the area. If I could just use my cell, I bet one of my friends could hook us up.
I know what you mean. If I could log on, I could find a place in no time. Considering the situation, I'd assume nearby schools are in use as evacuation zones. If we don't hurry and find one, we'll have to camp out again. Is that all right?
Well, I'm pretty tired from walking, so I really don't care where we crash. I just want to get away from the demons for a while and wipe off all this sweat.
Well, no need to worry about rain, so how about the park? There will be people and water there. Whatever we decide, I'm starving.
We only had bread for lunch. If nothing's coming in, does that mean we'll go hungry?
Let's take this opportunity to look for food.
Oh, cool, I'll help.
Thanks, guys.
Man, a lot happened today. Yesterday was a handful, but today was even more packed. The Laplace Mail, the auction, the Cathedral of Shadows. Whew.
So here we have a breakdown of everything that we've seen today, just recapping in case you forgot anything. Later versions of these dialogue choices do give you the option to just bypass this if you want to, but you're not given such a luxury today, so let's go over everything.
Yeah, those emails aren't a joke or a threat. They really do describe future events.
I'm saying a lot of times. I'm sorry, I don't mean to do that, but yeah, they really do come true.
Well, we know that now, and our death clock went up after we beat that snowman.
Yeah, if we get another one tomorrow, let's use it as a guide for what to do. It seems like demons have been around for quite a while. We just never knew it.
We're fighting against the demons that appeared, right? But the only way to beat them is to summon other demons. I don't know, I don't like it.
I know what you mean, Yoo-hoo. But you don't want to die, do you? I think we'll have to make do with what we have until we find a better way.
Yeah. It fuses demons together to make a new demon, right? Jeez, that's weird.
Yeah, like if he and Yuzu merged together and became me.
What? Join together? Leave us out of your nightmare fantasies, okay?
Calm down. It's just an example. If that happened, would the consciousness inside be mine, Yuzu's, or his?
Well, they inherit abilities, so it sounds like they have the previous demon's minds.
So you think I'd have both your memories and his?
This is one of the few times in the SMT franchise where I've actually seen characters discuss the implications of demon fusion and try to figure out what exactly it means for the resultant product. But I think this would lead to the more interesting discussion here, so let's say, yeah, we'd have everybody's memories.
Weird. Even though it was my idea, I can't picture at all what it'd be like.
I guess only a demon would know for sure.
Well, one last thing to talk about. After discussing everything else, we get a new option, the comps.
I guess we'll have to get better with our comps. But how long will this go on?
Now you seem to think this won't end anytime soon. If you've noticed, the comps have way more functions than they did when we got them. It's easier on the user to get used to all the different functions little by little. Did now you think so too? Is that why he's doing things this way?
Well, I suppose it would be a bad idea to overwhelm us before we've even proven that we can avoid death, so... Does seem like he's planned for all this.
Huh. You're right, it does seem that way, doesn't it?
Not cool. There's no reason for him to drag us into this.
I'm sure there's some reason.
Oh yeah? Like what?
All right. We don't have to talk about this now. We'll ask Naoya himself when we meet up with him.
You're right. Sorry. Yeah.
Sorry, I accidentally skipped the end of the dialogue there. Sometimes my finger twitches. Let's sleep in shifts so we can charge our comps. Kill two birds with one stone with this dialogue choice.
Yeah, good plan. It'd suck if we got attacked by demons in the middle of the night.
Don't forget to charge your comps while you're at it. There are lifelines.
I want to go home.
And with that, we get some end-of-day emails. We've got 3 to go over, and no other system emails or Laplace mails. First, we've got one from Naoya again. Running the email server during peak hours while the demon summoning program is most active consumes too many system resources and causes the entire system to become unstable. As a precaution, I've restricted email usage during the day to the server's automated functions and to the administrator, me. Sorry, but you'll only be able to use the comp's email at night. Bear with me here. You can only do so much by yourself. Be sure to communicate. And we've got one from Yuz, helpfully explaining that, hey, it's Yuzu. Yesterday was one thing, but I'm so mad that we couldn't get home after running around all day. Not knowing when we'll get out really bugs me. I'm okay with you guys during the day, but at night I'm like, oh no! If I could use my cell phone to call home, I wouldn't be so worried. Man, if only I could get a hot shower, I'd feel a little refreshed. I wish I knew someone who lived around here. Yeah, I feel pretty gross too. I feel like this would make light of her problems. I don't know if these replies affect anything, with one specific exception. Here we've got one from Atsuro here, praising Naoya. This demon summoning program is crazy awesome. I can't count how many times it's saved our butts today. Did Naoya make it because he knew the world would be filled with demons? Or is he the one causing them to appear in the first place? Insufficient data. I just can't figure it out. I stopped talking about it because we can't get an answer, but I really wonder what Naoya's goals are here. The mail said the lockdown would stay for a while, but I doubt it'll stay like this. Things are getting worse by the minute. What's going to happen? I really wish I had more information. Yeah, I do too, but also, what exactly is Naoya up to? We'll just have to think about that while we take an opportunity to sleep. And at the end of every day, you get the opportunity to save your progress, so let's do so. We'll update our second slot file, and continue on to the second day. Second day, any way out. You awaken to the din of helicopters overhead and a megaphone announcement.
There is an update on the explosion 2 days ago in Aoyama Cemetery at 1900. The cause is confirmed to be poisonous gas seeping into the area, which was ignited upon coming into contact with a sparking power cable. The gas outbreak has been seen in several different areas. We are currently investigating the cause of this gas and are attempting to identify it. We ask for your continued cooperation and understanding during this time of crisis.
Must be nice on those choppers, flying around and laughing at us from above.
Don't say that. Anyway, a poison gas caught fire, huh?
Right. It looks like we can't trust the government to help us anymore. Well, they can't exactly say the explosion was caused by demons publicly either.
Hey, do you think the government really doesn't know that demons exist?
That can't be possible. All these massive barricades and armed soldiers, they're keeping this place under watch 24/7. What else could they be preparing for? They obviously know all about this and are keeping the lockdown set on purpose. Huh? Oh, looks like today's Laplace mail has arrived.
Yeah, I'm glad that the characters actually call out that poison gas explosion explanation as a load of bullcrap. So we've already had an early confirmation that the government knows something about what's going on. How deep their knowledge goes and what exactly they're planning, though, well, that's just something we're going to have to find out with due time, For the time being, though, let's check out the Laplace mail for today. Good morning, here is today's news. A monster will appear in Minato-ku Shiba at 1700. Thanks to the Shomenkai, no people will be killed by it. At 1800, in Toyoshima-ku Ikebukuro, over 50 people will be killed by a monster. Yeesh. Throughout the day, sightings of monsters known as demon will be reported. Have a nice day! And looks like we got another system mail here. Auto skills. The auto skills comp function has been unlocked. Auto skills that are automatically activated are skills that are automatically activated at the start of every battle. Please note that an auto skill has been installed to your comp upon opening this email. It is a useful skill, so make use of it. Heck yeah, and we actually get a really good one to start us out. Let's see, the notes here say auto skills are comp functions, so in general, only humans can use them. Auto skills are basically the human equivalent to race skills. Unlike race skills, though, we can swap them out freely, rather than needing to get different demons to make use of them. We have confirmed the existence of demons that have innate auto skills. Auto skills can also be cracked from enemies. If they're human only, though, that would imply that we're fighting people. That has me a little concerned, but yes, to help us along the way, the game starts us off with a free auto skill, and I'd highly recommend you equip it on someone as soon as you have the opportunity. Let's head out,
An unknown monster in Ikebukuro. 50 casualties? That has to be a demon, right?
Probably, but 50 people? Is it because there are more demons than yesterday? Or is a much stronger demon coming?
Hey, how many days do we have left?
we're down to one. Why does the game keep doing this? This is so silly.
Then I guess whatever's gonna happen in Ikebukuro doesn't involve us.
Better be careful though. If we can gain days, we can also lose them. So let's not get careless here.
Huh?
He's right. Didn't we prove yesterday that the number of days isn't set in stone? If it can go up, it might go down too. We can't let our guard down.
That's right.
More than 50 victims, huh? I feel like I'm pretty used to fighting after yesterday, but this still makes me nervous.
There's still a lot we don't know about demons. We can't get cocky fighting them.
Well put, guys. Well put. But we are getting pretty accustomed to this, and at the very least, if we're not set to die today, if we could just sit around and we'd be fine, that kind of implies that there's nothing too particularly hazardous to our health coming today. Keywords being our health. Let's see. Not sure what I want to say here. I'm sure it'll work out. Let's keep an optimistic attitude.
You're sure optimistic. Yuzu's right about this. Fighting demons isn't a game. If we lose, we die. So don't let your guard down. Our numbers say we'll die tomorrow, and everybody else has 5 days. What the hell's happening?
Hey, you guys think we'll find a way out by tomorrow? I can't stand this anymore.
Don't give up, Yoo-hoo. I don't want to die. If we can't get out, then the three of us will change our destiny.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. There was another email too, about auto skills. If we can make good use of those, it'll definitely help us when we fight demons.
Atsuro, stop assuming that we have to fight. Let's focus on getting home first. If we get outside the Yamanote Circle, we'll be safe and we won't have to fight.
Well, you're right about that.
So, what are we going to do from here? Walk around all over the place again?
What if we went to a higher elevation? God, I keep doing the whooms at the start of the... What if we went to a higher elevation?
Higher than what? You mean above ground level? Did those helicopters get you thinking? If we really could fly, we could hop over the lockdown barriers that way.
Hop over the lockdown. Oh yeah, the highway, that's right. The road goes above the rail tracks, doesn't it? We might be able to get out that way.
Maybe. The highway runs right along Shibuya Station, too. It's perfect for us.
Alright, let's give it a shot then. Let's go check it out.
Yeah, it's better than sitting here doing nothing.
Like your attitude there, Yuzu. It's better than nothing. Hey, new demon for auction. We also have a ton of different events available today, and this is the part of the game where we start seeing more mutually exclusive events. Let's actually look at the things we have available to us right now, though. So heading into here, looks like we can purchase a Genbavan. Not really a good demon, but I may as well pick it up for fusion potential. One nice thing about Genma-type demons is their Phantasma race skill. That allows you to go over obstacles like the flight race skill, but instead of giving you bonus movement, instead what it does is it halves the turn delay from moving, so it can actually allow you to get your turns a lot faster when used properly. Sadly, a lot of Genma demons in this game aren't that great, but Jambavan's okay, I suppose. Just another physical attacker for this stage of the game. We also want to pick up a Garm. We finally got one that doesn't have stat penalties, so we're going to want to get this guy. Let me see. Let's go up here. I also want to get the demons to fuse up another Harry Jack before the end of the day, so let's, let me see. What was it? I think it was Pixie and Kobold that fuse into Harry Jack. You know what? I'll take care of that off screen and just look it up. But before we end this video, a couple things we want to get to. First order of business is let's check out that auto skill. I'm going to set it on Yuzu because I feel she can put it to the best use. Tailwind. At the start of the battle, this will give you +5 agility. One thing I forgot to mention is that auto skills, while they're equivalent to race skills for human characters, auto skills purely are battle specific. They only activate in battle. and they do not have any kind of field effects to speak of. Tailwind is our very first one, and it is a free auto skill. Some auto skills do cost MP when they activate at the beginning of the battle. Starts with battle, and it gives us +5 agility. This is really good, actually. It nullifies the initiative bonus when we're for the enemy on defense, essentially, and on offense, it gives us even greater chance to go before the enemy does. It also gives us some light bonuses to physical accuracy and evasion, which I don't consider that to be the important aspect of the skill. Nullifying the enemy's initiative bonus on defense and getting to go before them consistently is such a great effect. This will save you so much HP, being able to destroy enemy formations before they get to do anything, and it's completely free, too. If that weren't enough, there's actually a really good skill in the late game that this auto skill synergizes amazingly with. So it even has use once you have more specialized and powerful auto skills. So don't underestimate Tailwind. It is a super practical and effective auto skill. Now, when a new day begins, the first thing you should always do is check out the free battles, because often there will be new enemies available for you to fight that have skills that will help you immensely throughout the day. As you can see, we've got skills to crack here. We can crack Reso from the Jambavans in the normal free battle. Quite a few enemies in here, but they're all pretty weak, so they shouldn't be too threatening. Let's check out the hard variant also. As you can see, we can see Gagasons here, and also there is a new enemy over out there. You definitely want to be careful when approaching this one. We got Lilims here. They're weak to ice, so that'll make it easy for Yuzu to defeat this formation with Ice Dance. And there are a lot of skills for us to crack here. Well, okay, a couple more skills. Elect Dance and Mute Eyes. Elect Dance is like Ice Dance, but, you know, electric, so pretty good there. Gives us another strong attacking option. Mute Eyes is our first Curse-type skill. Curse, covers the bulk of the ailment effects in this game. I don't really care for ailments in this game, but there are a couple skills that synergize pretty nicely with them, so there's something you can build around. I'm probably not going to use these, but I'll explain these synergies that they have. Let's get out of here. Naturally, I'll do all my free battles off-screen, because, again, they're just not that interesting. I will go over strategies for some of them if I feel they're tougher than other potential free battles, but other than that, we won't be seeing too many free battles in this Let's Play. It's just a huge waste of time to show them off, but that is where we're going to end this video. As always, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. What will Day 2 hold for us? Well, we'll only find out in due time. See you then.